community that will be honored soon as Jackson's top teachers from Jackson Area Career Center cosmetology instructor Lauren Sager, and from Northwest High School JCISD special education teacher Hadley Houghton. Welcome to our show.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So this is breaking news. 2026 top teachers. They will be announced soon, but today we're stealing the thunder and able to announce that Lauren, you are Jackson County's top teacher.
I am. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor.
And you were a top teacher last year too.
I was. So it's an honor and humbling to be recognized in that way. So I'm really grateful.
How long have you been a cosmetology instructor at the Career Center?
This is my 13th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
I took the program myself as a high schooler, and I was going to college, and my original plan was to not be a cosmetologist. Full time, I actually wanted to be in like the health sciences, and I was working at a salon and having more fun there than I was having, learning the other stuff. And so changed my path and went back behind the chair, and then decided, you know what, maybe teaching would be fun. So I started student teaching, and then a little while later ended up teaching the part-time portion, because our seniors come 6.5 hours a day. So there's another set of teaching staff in the evenings. So I did that for a few years, and then ended up in my position that I have now.
Wow. You liked it so much you came back and bought the place.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And Hadley, congratulations.
Thank you.
Jackson County's top teachers.
Thank you.
And what do you teach?
I teach a self-contained special education classroom for the ISD at Northwest High School.
And how long have you been at that?
I've been doing that for 5 years.
Great. How did you decide that you wanted to specialize in special education?
I was actually part of a program in high school that I'm a part of running now called Peer Connections, where we worked with the students with disabilities in the self-contained classroom. And I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, but that really showed me that I wanted to focus in special education.
Did you go to school at Northwest?
I did, yes.
I thought so.
Yeah.
You were here on JTV, I think, when you were a student many years ago.
Maybe.
Yes.
I might have been. I don't remember.
Or at least when you were in college, when you were in
Yes.
part of, I think, a program.
The Get Real summer program.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I worked in that in high school and college. So, yeah.
Well, cool. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, you were surprised when you got news about being the top teacher.
Yes. Everybody knew but me.
Yes, including the people that were secretly filming you.
Yes.
Yes. Let's take a look. Wow. They really did a great job.
They did. I think the most impressive thing was it was still a surprise. I had no idea. No.
Did you have family there?
I did. They invited my husband, my parents, my son. My sister-in-law actually almost gave away the surprise because she put something in the group chat about being at the building. But luckily I didn't see it until afterwards. So,
oh, wow.
So yeah, it was, they did a great job. They did a great job.
That's awesome. Everyone at I think the entire Career Center happy except maybe the custodial staff.
Yeah. And let me tell you, they had that cleaned up in probably about 15 minutes. They were on it.
You have a reputation at the Career Center of having the shiniest floors.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look. We have some photos. These are from that event, the big cake, and then Kevin Oxley and Maureen Keenan, your rest of the staff, and your students with
my students. Yep, these are my juniors. They're great. So it was exciting to be able to celebrate that with them. I think they all want to come to dinner too, but
your fellow teachers. Hadley, did they surprise you?
No, they did not.
Well, this is your first year in the Top Teacher Awards?
Yeah, it is. We'll see.
Well, we also have some photos. So let's take a look. We've got photos from both Hadley and Lauren that they put together for today. Tell us a little bit about what we're looking at.
So this is actually one of my previous students. So this is just a photo of me showing some of the supports. Like one of the things I use often to support my students is we use whiteboards. So we can, if they have difficulty writing or spelling, we write for them and then they can use that to copy onto their paper. Yeah.
Now you're in the high school. You have all levels of abilities in your classes?
Yes, so they are with me for 4 years. So this picture is actually my seniors from last year, and this was a very emotional graduation because I started with them. My first year in this role was when they were freshmen. So I got to be with the 5 of them for 4 years and then watch them graduate last year. So it was a really special full circle moment for all of us. Yeah, so it's really cool. Because we get to spend 4 years together, I really get to know them and their families, and then I get to see their progress from the time they're freshmen to seniors and their growth. So it's really special.
It really has to be hard for those students because it's been their home for all these years.
Yes, yeah. I always tell them we're a classroom family. So, yeah.
You know, it's interesting, Lauren, I've talked to a lot of cosmetology students over the years, and many of them say, well, I'm learning cosmetology as kind of a plan B, and they want to do something else, but so often they come back and plan B becomes plan A.
Yeah. Yep. It seems like a lot of people who are cosmetologists want to like maybe go like into nursing or like a health science or like vice versa, and there's a lot of crossover. Because I think at the heart of it, like you're taking care of people in two very different ways. But I think it's like that human connection, and you know, maybe eventually your path to that looks different. But that's kind of the goal.
Hadley, did you have someone at Northwest while you were a student that got you, I would say, inspired you to become a teacher?
Yeah, so she's actually my teaching partner now, which is super cool. So Judy Osterberg was the lead teacher when I was in high school of the self-contained classroom, and she's still teaching there. So I got to learn from her as a high schooler, and then I would come back and work in her classroom in college when I was home and when I needed to get like observation hours and stuff. And now I get to teach with her every single day. So it's been really awesome.
Well, it's got to be great for Judy, too. She, not only you, but there are others that I think she's inspired to become.
Oh, yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah. So what's, with the graduation, you get a whole new group of students then that you'll have for the next 4 years?
Yeah, so my other students continue to stay with me, and then I get a group of 8th graders that come in and they will join me as freshmen, and then they will be in my classroom until they're seniors. There are times that students make a lot of progress and we are able to get them out into general education even more, or completely out of my classroom if they continue to grow. But a lot of the time they do stay in my room, at least for part of the day, for 4 years.
Well, that's going to be rewarding for you that you've been able to help students get into general education.
Oh yeah, that's always like my main goal, is to get them out with their peers as much as possible. So.
And then when they graduate, they're going all different directions, right?
Yeah, so a lot of times they might enter the workforce, or we have the young adult program or Project Search in Jackson that are both through the ISD. So those are 2 great transition programs I often recommend that they go to gain some life and transition skills.
Awesome. Well, I think our students in our community are very well served. We are honoring just 2 of the top teachers, and I believe next month there will be a special event where all the top teachers will be unveiled.
Yep, they'll have a dinner and
and it's a pretty intense process. You have people that are in your classroom taking notes and following you around. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's not like you just like sign your name up and they're like, yeah, good job. You know, they're in your room, and I don't know about you, but like my visits were like snow days, and so there was like rescheduling, and then, you know, just having to adapt to that. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, they come in and you're going to see what you're going to see, because this is we're rocking and rolling every day, and I hope you love it.
Yeah.
Great job. Congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Top Teachers 2026, Lauren Sager and Hadley Houghton. Up next on